Gyanakosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rig Veda. Hymns on Agni, Mandala 6.
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवज्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतआन शृण्वन्नोतिभिर्वेदसादनम्.
Mandala 6, Rigveda, Sukta 1. Rishi Bharadwaja in Metas Srishtup visualized Agni. Thou first inventor of this prayer, O Agni, worker of marvels, hast become our herald. Thou bull hast made us strength which none may conquer, strength that shall overcome all other prowess. As priest thou sattest at the seat of worship, furthering us best offerer, meet for honor. So first to thee have pious men resorted, turning thy mind to thoughts of ample riches. In thee still watching, they have followed riches, who goest with much wealth as with an army. The radiant Agni, lofty fair to look on, worshipped with marrow, ever more resplendent. They who approached the gods' abode with homage, eager for glory, won them perfect glory. Yea, they gained even sacrificial titles and found delight in thine auspicious aspect. On earth the people magnify thee greatly, their celestial and terrestrial riches. Thou, helper, must be known as our preserver, father and mother of mankind forever. Dear priest, among mankind, adorable Agni hath seated him, joy giver, skilled in worship. Let us approach thee, shining in thy dwelling, kneeling upon our knees with adoration. Longing for bliss, pure-minded, God-devoted, Agni, we seek thee, such meet to be lauded. Thou, Agni, leddest forth our men to battle, refulgent with the heaven's exalted splendor. Sage of mankind, all peoples, Lord and Master, the bull of men, the sender down of blessings, still pressing on, promoting, purifying, Agni the Holy One, the Lord of riches. Agni, the mortal who hath toiled and worshipped, brought thee oblations with his kindled fuel, and well knows sacrifice with adoration gains every joy with thee to God and help him. Mighty, let us worship thee, the mighty, with reverence, Agni, fuel and oblations, with songs, O Son of strength, with hymns, with altar, so may we strive for thine auspicious favor. Thou who hast covered heaven and earth with splendor, and with thy glories, glorious and triumphant, continue thou to shine on us, O Agni, with strength abundant, rich and long enduring. What save us ever as man deeds, O Vasu, abundant wealth of kind for son and offering. Food noble, plenteous, far from sin and evil, he with us and fair fame to make us happy. May I obtain much wealth in many places, by love of thee and through thy grace, King Agni. For in thee, bounteous one, in thee the sovereign Agni, are many boons for him who serves thee. In Sukta 2, Bharadwaja Rishi in meter Anustup hailed Agni, thou Agni, even as Mitra, hast a princely glory of thine own. Thou active Vasu, makest fame increase like full prosperity. For verily men pray to thee with sacrifices and with song. To thee the friendly cursor, seen of all, comes pleading, speeding through the air. Of one accord men kindle thee, heaven's signal of the sacrifice. When craving bliss, this race of man invites thee to the Solomon rite. Let the man thrive who travails sore in prayer for thee the bountiful. He with the help of lofty dais comes safe through straits of enmity. The mortal who with fuel lights thy flame and offers unto thee supports a house with many a branch, Agni, to live 100 years. Thy bright smoke lifts itself afloat and far extended shines in heaven. For purifier, like the sun, thou beamest with thy radiant glow. For in men's houses thou must be glorified as a well-loved guest. Gay, like an elder in a front, claiming protection like a son. Thou, Agni, like an able steed, art urged by wisdom in the wood. Thou art like wind, foot, home art thou, like a young horse that runs astray. Even things imperishable, thou, Agni, like a gazing ox, eatest when hosts, eternal one, of thee the mighty rend the woods. Agni, thou earnest as priest the home of man who sacrifice. Lord of the people, prosper them, accept the offering, Angiras. O Agni, God with Mitra's might, call hither the favor of the gods from earth and heaven. Bring weal from heaven that men may dwell securely. May we overcome the foes' malignant oppressions. May we overcome them through thy help, overcome them. Sukta 3, Bharadwaj in meter Trishtup. He hails Agni, true guardian of the law, thy faithful servant wins ample light and dwells in peace, O Agni, whom thou as Varuna in accord with Mitra guardest, O God, by banishing his trouble. He hath paid sacrifices, toiled in worship, and offered gifts to wealth, increasing Agni. Him the displeasure of the famous moves, not outrage and scorn affect, not such a mortal. Bright God, whose look is free from stain like Surya's, thou shift what time thou earnestly desirest, has dared to give us, come with joy at evening, where, child of wood, thou mayest also tarry. Fierce is his gait, and vast his wondrous body. He champieth like a horse with bit and bridle, and darting forth his tongue as it were a hatchet, burning the woods, smelleth them like a smelter. Archer-like, fain to shoot, he sets his arrow and whets his splendor like the edge of iron. The messenger of night with brilliant pathway, like a tree-roosting bird of rapid pinion. In beams of morn he clothes him like the singer, and bright as Mitra with his splendor crackles. Red in the night, by day the men's possession, red he belongs to men, by day immortal. Like heavens when scattering beams his voice was uttered, among the plants the radiant hero shouted, who with his glow in rapid course came hither to fill both worlds, well-bedded dams with treasure, who with supporting streams and rays that suit him hath flashed like lightning with his native vigour. Like the deft maker of the band of Maruthas, the bright impetuous one hath shone refulgent. Sukta 4, Bharadwaja in meter Tristub visualized Agni as at man's service of the gods invoker. Thou, son of strength, dost sacrifice and worship. So bring for us today all gods together. Bring willingly the willing gods, O Agni. May Agni, radiant herald of the morning, made to be known, accept our praise with favor. Dear to all life, mid mortal men immortal, our guest awake at dawn, ye Jatavedas, whose might the very heavens regard with wonder, bright as the sun, he clothes himself with lustre. He who sends forth eternal purifier has shattered them, the ancient works of asana. Thou art a singer, sun, our feast companion. Agni at birth prepared his food and pathway. Therefore, vouchsafe strength, O strength bestower. Win like a king, foe's trouble, not thy dwelling. Even he who catches his firm, hard foot with swiftness and overtakes the nights as Vayu kingdom. May we overcome those who resist thine orders, like a steed casting down the flying foeman. Like Surya with his fulgent rays, O Agni, thou overspreadest both the worlds with splendor. Decked with bright color, he dispels the darkness like Asuja with clear flame swiftly flying. We have elected thee as most delightful, for thy beams glow. Hear our great Lord, O Agni. The best men praise thee as the peer of Indra in strength, mid gods like Vayu in thy bounty. Now, Agni, on the tranquil paths of riches, come to us for our weal, save us from sorrow. Grant chiefs and bard this boon, may we live happy with hero children through 100 winters. Shukta 5, Bharadwaja, in meter Tristiv, hailed Agni, I invocate your son of strength, the youthful, with hymns the youngest god, whose speech is guileless, sage who sends wealth comprising every treasure, bringer of many boons, devoid of malice. At eve and morn, by thy pious servants, bring thee their precious gifts, O priest of many aspects, on whom the purifier, all things living, as on firm ground their happiness have established. Thou from of old hast dwelt among these people by mental power, the charioteer of blessings. Hence sendest thou, O sapient Jatavedas, to him who serves thee treasures in succession. Agni, whoever secretly attacks us, the neighbor, thou with Mitra's might, who harms us, burn him with thine own steeds, forever youthful, burning with burning heat, thou fearest burner. He who serves thee with sacrifice and fuel, with him, O son of strength and chanted praises, shines out immortal in the midst of mortals, a sage with wealth, with splendor, and with glory. To this, O Agni, when we urge thee quickly, triumphant in thy might, subdue our foemen. When thou art praised with words and decked with brightness, accept this chanted hymn, the singer's worship. Help us that we may gain this wish, O Agni, gain riches, wealthy one, with store of heroes, desiring strength from thee, may we be strengthened and win eternal thine eternal glory.